Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna be talking about what is in my diaper caddy. I'm so excited. This is just like such an aesthetic in terms of just organization and packing efficiency, and that sparks joy for me. I don't know about y'all, but when things are just like so organized and just packed just right, I get very excited. Obviously, keep in mind, I'm still cooking the little boy who this is for. So I'm a first-time mom. I don't like actually know what I'm doing, but this whole caddy in terms of like what's in it and why is kind of the result of like a ton of research from like blog posts, YouTube videos, people that I know, like actual moms that have told me like this is just a lot of research has gone into making sure that this is pretty stocked and that there's, you know, good stuff in it. So hopefully if you are like me and a first-time parent and you're kind of trying to like figure out what to put in your caddy and why and how much and all of that, hopefully I can save you. I did a lot of research, so hopefully I can save you having to do quite as much research and show y'all what I think is going to be really important. I think it's pretty stocked up. I can definitely link up I think most of the products that are in here, a lot of it's like from Amazon. Most of it is from Amazon, honestly. Maybe like a little bit of Target. I put a lot of work into this and I'm very, very satisfied with how it came out. So I hope that y'all enjoy. The reason I'm even doing a caddy in the first place, I feel like I should say, is because we have a 2-story home. So his like actual, it's not even a changing table. We have his changing pad on his dresser and then like a whole drawer of diapering goodies. That's upstairs in his nursery, but obviously we're probably gonna spend the majority of our time downstairs in the living room, on the couch, all the things, and I don't think it makes a lot of sense with a newborn, with an infant, to be running up and down the stairs at all times of night and day to change a diaper. So for us, it makes the most sense to basically have a replica of what's up here available to use downstairs or even in our bedroom, and just be able to have it portable to bring around the house. But obviously if you live like in an apartment or like a 1-story or even like a studio kind of situation where you're gonna pretty much be changing diapers all in one place, this might not be something that you need, or maybe you could use like a pared down version of this. I also just filmed my nursing caddy video, and I actually have a postpartum caddy video that's already up. Probably the nursing video or the nursing caddy video is already up too, so I can link all of that. I have all the caddies and I'm making videos about each one, and I have a lot of links for a lot of good products in that video too. If you're needing to put together like a nursing or a bottle feeding or a pumping caddy, definitely would be handy to check that out as well. So I will link all of that down below. I'm actually gonna like take the camera down and turn y'all around to show you this. However, this caddy itself is from Amazon. There's a bajillion kinds like this, even Target, Walmart, like they all sell a little felt caddy situation with handles. So I will link the one that I got below, but I'll flip y'all around and give y'all like a little tour of what's in my diaper caddy. Alrighty, so here's a little overview. This is what the caddy looks like. Like I said, this is just kind of a felt feeling kind of caddies. What I do like about this one compared to my nursing caddy is this has, as you can see, all the little pouches there on the front, but it has it literally everywhere. The ones on the sides are like completely open, like rather than being divided, so you could totally fit anything, more diapers, changing pads, wipes, like you could fit anything on these side pockets. And it does also have 3 more pockets on the sides, so this fits like a ton. I just love that. I feel like, I mean, this isn't like the cutest thing in the entire world, but I feel like it's very functional. So diving in, I'll just show y'all, I guess, what's in these front couple pockets. This is just like the cutest little disposable like tissue holder. It's from Target. I just thought it was so cute with like the little rainbow on the front, and then it also has like the little pattern on the inside. So basically it just opens like this, and then it's got tissues on either side. I feel like tissues, especially like in the winter and with allergies and things like that, are just a handy thing to have. I also have a little mini baby lotion. I feel like when you're changing their diaper, it's a really good time to do either like a little baby massage or just like take the opportunity while they don't have a lot of clothes on to lotion them up, along with just a little comb, a little grooming opportunity. And then I also have, this is just kind of like a little toy, basically a little rattle. It's very plush, very soft. These are from Amazon. I feel like this is just helpful for when you're changing diapers, if they're being kind of fussy or if they just like need something to entertain themselves while you change their diaper. This could just be handy to hand them. just to give them, to keep them occupied for like the couple seconds it takes to do the diaper change. And then the cool thing about this caddy, which my nursing caddy is like this as well, these little dividers are Velcro. So like you can totally customize this. You could just use only this long one and just divide this in half rather than into thirds. So obviously over here, I just have a ton of diapers. These are just a bunch of newborn diapers, and you can actually fit like quite a few. And then also threw in one of the little like diaper cream little paddle brushes I just feel like these are so much handier than using your hand. Obviously, I'll take this out of the packaging and wash it and everything eventually. And then moving over into this little section, this is not like, there's not a ton of stuff in here, honestly. I feel like compared to my nursing caddy, which like I said, I just filmed that, I feel like I have a ton of stuff in there and it's like very packed. I feel like there's not a ton in here. I obviously have some diaper rash ointment. I have so many different brands that I purchased. This is just like the Target version of the A&D. Who knows if we'll even really like need this, if diaper rash is going to be an issue. It could also be handy to just use like the side pockets for something like this. If you don't have a lot of room in the actual middle, you could easily slide the tubes of diaper paste or lotion in the outside here. And then I have an entire bottle of hand sanitizer. I have like some smaller ones too, but I feel like this will just be so handy, obviously, to clean before and clean after. And then obviously if you have like guests around, I feel like this is, you know, the diaper caddy would definitely be something you have near you all the time. So if you want guests to kind of sanitize before they touch your baby, this will just be good to have. And then a little extra pair of socks in here. I feel like socks are one of those things babies constantly lose or kick off, and you might not even notice it until you're changing their diaper. So I threw an extra pair of socks in here. I also just have like an entire thing of, well, there's 4 technically that came in this set. I have one in my nursing caddy, but this is just a whole bunch of washcloths. I feel like specifically because we're having a little boy, I feel like you definitely have the potential to get an accident happening while you're, well, I guess, I mean, it could happen with a girl, but with a boy, obviously, if they start peeing while you're changing them, you can kind of get into a pickle. So I feel like having just washcloths that you can like throw on top of them while you're changing the diaper, just to kind of like, I don't know, just to kind of cover them up in case they start peeing while you're doing the diaper change. It'll just soak into this rather than just going into the air or all over you or onto them or anything like that. Or obviously if you have a bigger mess than you thought of, or you need to wipe him up or wipe yourself up or anything like that, obviously a lot of messes can arise while you're doing diaper changes. I also have some of those little like individual diaper bags, like the little, I don't know, kind of like poop bags for your dog, but for baby diapers. You can just throw a diaper in here and then throw the diaper away in this bag. So it's just like sealed up. It doesn't emit as much of an odor. If you can't get to the garbage right away, you can just put the diaper in this and then like feel comfortable putting this on the counter, putting this on the ground. It's not gonna like get stuff everywhere because the diaper is concealed in here. So I feel like that'll just be really handy. I have a little nail file in here. Again, I feel like this is one of those things that you can easily notice while you're doing a diaper change, that your baby's nails are just getting a little out of control. So it could be just good. And again, just to have downstairs, not only while you're doing diaper changes, but just to have. And this is also kind of along the lines of just like sort of a distraction type toy. But this is a little itsy ritzy. I thought this was so cute. It's the little sloth. Y'all know I'm doing like everything sloth I possibly can for this baby, but it's the little sloth. It's not like a passy clip, obviously. It's, again, I don't know, more like a, not like a lovey either. I don't know what you call these. And it came with just one of the little itsy ritzy pacifiers. I mean, I feel like having a pacifier in this in general would definitely be important. So that's everything in this little section. So like I said, there's not a ton in here. It's not like super full. And then there really honestly isn't much in this back section at all. I just have a little burp cloth. Again, this is kind of more of a nursing caddy type thing. Like, I don't know that you'll necessarily be burping your kid while you're doing a diaper change, but kind of like along with the washcloths, I feel like it's just kind of handy to have if you need something to wipe spit up with. A big old pack of wipes. This is one of like the bigger packs, so I feel like this is just handy to have in here because you're obviously going to be going through a lot of these, so you would definitely want one of the larger packs. I have our actual wipes dispenser, like the plastic one that you like kind of refill with something like this, upstairs, so I'll just have a disposable version in here. But you could totally fit, if you wanted to rearrange this, you could totally put like the diapers in one of these little like compartments and then put these in an actual like wipes container and put the wipes container over here if you want one of the hard-sided ones. And then lastly over here, I'm super excited about this in particular, but these are just a couple different like changing pad liners. So obviously typically you would use these over top of a changing pad, but downstairs we're not going to have like a changing station or a changing pad, so I'm more or less just gonna put one of these down on the ground, on the carpet, on the couch, like whatever, and this will obviously just be a little bit of a barrier between little man and whatever I'm changing him on. So I think this is one of the Boppy Caddy ones. I think this is the brand, so it's just one of those ones that's kind of like a plastic backing, and then it's kind of just like a terry cloth material on the front. But then this one I got from Amazon, and I really don't feel like there's a lot of like things like this on the market, at least that I've seen. But this is kind of a similar concept. It has actually more of like a terry cloth backing, but there's kind of like a plasticky waterproof material in the middle, and then the front is just kind of a nice smooth cotton, and it's super cute, very gender neutral. But this is like gigantic. I won't unfold the whole thing, but I think you can probably even tell it's very long, and it unfolds 3 different ways. It's kind of just like a gigantic version of this. Obviously not gigantic. It's not like one of those mats that you put under a high chair to like catch food. It's not like huge, but probably like 2 or maybe even 3 times the size of one of these smaller ones, but it does the same thing. It's just kind of like a protective sheet. So I thought this would be handy for, you know, depending on the size he is, how squirmy he is, stuff like that. I don't know which size would be handier, but also this could be just useful for after the diaper change, you know, if he's going to be kind of laying on the ground still, playing a little bit, like maybe more like almost like a play mat sort of thing that also doubles as a changing pad liner. I feel like it could just be really useful. I feel like it's a really multi-use product. So that's just about it for everything in here. So it's not like overly full, which my nursing caddy definitely is. So I kind of appreciate that there's a lot more room in here. Plus I have room to groove if I need to, like, as I'm going throughout life, that I'm like missing things, or I feel like I wish there was more in here. I can totally like adjust it and add and take away. This is totally subject to change based on necessity. I have no idea how it's gonna go. I just think it's a really good size. It's not too heavy. It's easy to carry around. This will be super easy to just like throw underneath the sink in our bathroom or like underneath our coffee table. It's a good size. You can see everything that's in here, so you're not going to be digging for anything. It's going to be very easy to just grab what you need. There are a couple other things I will mention here in a second that I feel like maybe could be a good addition, so stay tuned and I'll let y'all know what those are. Alrighty guys, so that is going to be everything for this video and everything that's in my diaper caddy. Like I said, I will definitely try to link below, like not just the caddy, but also, you know, the various products. Obviously, like not the diapers necessarily, unless y'all want to link for those, but they're just from Target. But the other like noteworthy things I will definitely link down below for y'all to check out. I just ran to grab my notebook because there are like 1 or 2 things that aren't in this yet that I feel like would be like relevant or important to potentially have in here when the time actually comes. Definitely a like change, not like a change of clothes, because if you're home obviously you have clothes around, but I think it could be handy to keep just like a white onesie, just like a little short sleeve or long sleeve white onesie, just in case of like a blowout situation or a spit up or anything like that. It might be handy to have like a little backup of an outfit in here. And then potentially like any sort of like grooming type things, even though that's not like diapering related, it could just be handy to have, you know, around with you. Again, if like you're not able to run upstairs, like a hairbrush or like an extra pair of socks or even like a thermometer. I feel like a thermometer is something kind of handy to keep. And then I mentioned this in my nursing caddy video, but potentially like a little muslin blanket. Those are just like the most multi-use tool from what I've heard in terms of using them just as like a blanket to keep them warm, something for them to lay on. If you don't have some of these other changing pads that I mentioned, something to kind of like swaddle them in to clean up messes. If you need to like clean up spit up or anything else, they can kind of be used as like a rag more or less. They're absorbent, so a little muslin blanket rolled up in here could be handy. And then also maybe like a little teether toy. Like I showed y'all, I have kind of just like a toy that can entertain him. If you like need something for actual teething purposes, they might want to have that to like chew on, or again just like distract them and play with while you're changing their diaper. That could also be handy. So that's pretty much everything that, based on like what I've researched and just like heard from people, would be handy to have in a diaper caddy. So I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you would like to subscribe, we would love to have you. We have so much fun here, and until next time, I will see y'all in our next video. Bye guys.